So yeah, welcome to podcast where I don't know why I made this. I haven't been talking to friends nearly as much, and I just don't want to call them because it just feels like a hassle. So yeah, just welcome to the podcast. I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to, and don't expect to learn anything new from this. Don't expect for me to give you, I don't know, some helpful advice. This is mainly a podcast where I just rant about stupid shit. If you're expecting to come out of this as a more enlightened person, then you're in the wrong fucking place, okay? I don't know. I don't know what to talk about first. Let's see. Well, I was reading a news report earlier and I noticed that one of the news reports said that in 1918 there were even people back then who were against not wearing a mask. And on the one hand, it just made me realize how stupid people just fucking are and how I really, really, really want the world just end. Not really, okay, I don't want the world to end. I really want people to just die. I am really rooting for the end of humanity because we don't deserve this fucking planet. Like, fuck no. All we have done since the beginning of humanity is make this planet worse. We were fine, in the beginning when we just got fire. I mean, we couldn't really do much harm. We were only really killing a few animals, burning a few forest fires. That's not much compared to, the sex trade, the fucking corruption of the air, just everything. Like, fuck. But yeah, um, what was I saying? 1918. Yeah, it made me realize how fucking stupid too, how inherently stupid we as humans are. Like, no matter what, like back then, back 100 years ago, 1918, that was the influenza, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the flu, whatever. It was a big fucking thing. A lot of people died, and there were still people against not wearing a mask. And you can't really blame them either. We were more stupid back then. I think, yeah, we were more stupid back then, even though you can debate that. But yeah, people were just fucking stupid, so you can kind of understand. I mean, you could barely understand science back then. I'm pretty sure churches were open, or they still taught, the Bible in school back then. I don't fucking know, but probably. And then it's just made me realize how people even now are stupid. Like history happens for a reason. History happens so we don't make the same mistakes as before. But the stupid thing about it is that we keep making the same mistakes. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up bombing Hiroshima again. I mean, we don't fucking learn, and people don't seem to learn again as people don't seem to social distance and not wear the masks. The whole mask thing is so fucking stupid because you'd think people just wear them, but no, there are special snowflakes who like wear not wearing masks because I guess they don't trust the government, which is fucking stupid. Like, I was on Twitter earlier and I saw this girl. She was posting on her story how she was telling her fan base of 150,000 people that she's not wearing masks because she doesn't believe the government. And it's always the people who don't have a degree in the medical field who are so pro not wearing a mask, and I just hate it. I really hate it. Like, me personally, I haven't left the house much, not because I want to get the coronavirus. I really don't care if I get it because I'm a young kid. If I get it, I probably won't, or it probably won't kill me at all. And the only reason I haven't fucking left my house much is because I don't want to walk around with a mask on my face and then get a suntan or a sunburn, I don't want school to start up again and then or just half of my face is fucking red or just dark brown and the other half is fucking white as fuck. So I don't want to do that at all. Like, maybe I am smarter than most people. I mean, I used to go out on walks often, but after the whole mask thing, I was like, I don't want to get a tan. I don't want to get dark. It just I wouldn't look good. I mean, I kind of want a tan, but I don't want half of my face tanned. That wouldn't look good at all. But yeah, people are fucking stupid. Like, you think just wear the mask? It really isn't that hard. But no, people are stupid. In conclusion, I hate people. And I've hated people for a long time. Like, I think since I was born, I just kind of hated everybody. Kind of hated life too. Like, as a child, I didn't really cry nearly as much. So that was maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I am a sociopath. Like every so often I think about killing people. Oh, not really killing people, more of the end of humanity. So maybe, maybe I'm a bad guy. Fuck. Am I Dexter? No, I'm not Dexter. 'Cause, I mean, that show went to shit. Actually, is Dexter even a good show? Because I haven't really watched many shows this quarantine. I watched a lot of movies though. there's that. But I just haven't really dedicated any time to watching any shows other than the only shows I've been watching is Twin Peaks. I've started watching Cowboy Bebop, Mob Psycho 100. I think that's it. Yeah. I just started watching shows and I never really got into Dexter because I don't know. I don't even know if it's on Netflix or not, but I try to stray away from TV shows because you have to dedicate so much fucking time to it. Like, I'm fine with watching more movies because, for the most part, they're like only an hour and a half. Of course, there are movies that are 3 hours long, but it's not like I dedicate, a couple hours every day to watch a 3 hour long movie. No, every like a weekend or so, I watch a few that are short movies. But with a show, I have more difficulty watching because of how much time they fucking are. Like some shows don't seem to end like One Piece or any other anime, and I don't know. I'm bringing up anime a lot, and I'm not even a big anime guy, which like I'm not a big anime guy, but I'm really into. I'm gonna sound like a weeb. I'm really into learning about the culture, and I'm currently learning Japanese. But I swear, I'm not a fucking weeb. I just like I like learning about cultures. I guess, but specifically Japanese. I mean, I don't really like learning about the American culture because we're just so stupid and fucked. I mean, the Japanese culture is fucked too. They've killed a lot of people. But I don't know. I'm just interested in it and I'm currently learning more about it because I mean, I've had like 6 months to fuck all. And for those most of those 6 months I haven't done shit other than I mean I made a video, but that was terrible. I've read a few books. I read Haunted and that was a good book, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody for many, many reasons. One of the first reasons I wouldn't recommend Haunted is because it starts off with the guy with let me explain what the book is actually about. Haunted is a book with a bunch of short stories, and in those short stories, it's kind of written in a way there where there are two different stories. I guess there are short stories. How do I explain it? There are short stories, and in the book, there are authors who wrote those short stories. So like the short stories that you read are written by the authors, and those authors were subjected to live no they weren't subjected but they signed up to live in this building where they would be locked in for like a couple months. And it's really really good. I don't want to really spoil it, but some of the short stories are fucked. Like the very 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 first short story that you read is about three different people who are addicted to masturbation. One of the guys gets like a carrot stuck in his ass. One of the other guys gets like he swims to, like the bottom of a pool. He puts his asshole in a pool drain, and his intestines get removed out of him. And I forget the third one, but I remember it was like that. And the first time I read it, I was just I found it funny because it was I at the moment I thought it wasn't real, but then after reading the Wikipedia, I found out that the author Chuck felt like, oh yeah, if you heard that doorbell, it's because I live with Mexicans, so we can't seem to shut the fuck up, and we always have family member over. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not gonna re-record this. Okay, I'm just gonna re-record this now. It's not a professional podcast, whatever. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was looking up the whole short story on. I was reading the Wikipedia for the book, and I found out that the short story where the guy puts his asshole in a pool drain is actually real. Like, I don't know how real it is, but the guy mentioned that it is based in some reality, and now I kind of want to meet the guy. Like, I don't know. Masturbation is it's how to explain it for girls because for guys masturbation is kind of a thing that you have to do like to maintain yourself. It's not like after a while it just doesn't become a horny thing anymore. After a while it just becomes like, oh, I'm getting pent up, I need to release myself. And I don't really know if girls go through that same feeling. I mean, girls have periods, but that's nowhere near it's the same, because with periods you're kind of forced to have it. With masturbation it's like, oh, I want to do this. Like, I'm pretty sure girls don't want to have a period. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I could ask him. But like, why the fuck would I ask a girl if she wants a period? The obvious answer is no, unless she's just fucking weird. I don't know. I might have somebody on this podcast in the foreseeable future, but as for right now, you're stuck with me. And yeah, since you're stuck with me, it's gonna be mostly just rambling about stupid, stupid shit. I mean, I went to church yesterday for the first time in forever, and the only real reason I went was because they were gonna have a picnic there. So I was like, oh, I need food because at my house we're not like starving, but like there aren't a lot of good food. And by good food, I really mean healthy food. Because if a lot of you don't know, my family, for the most part, are fat asses, and we don't cook healthy food, which kind of fucking sucks because I'm trying to gain more muscle. But there's so much carbs in every meal that I have to limit myself, and we barely make salad at all. And what's even worse is, the whole coronavirus thing where there's just little opportunities to work nearly as much as we used to. Like a lot of my family members haven't been working nearly as much. So it's like fuck. We're starting to run low on food. And as a result, I'm gonna get a job so I can actually buy myself food because man, I fucking miss vegetables. And it's a weird thing because these last couple of months I've been really focusing on improving myself and eating healthier. But it's hard because everybody else here is fucking overweight, except my dad and except two of the three males in this family. Everybody else is kind of overweight. Even my little cousin, because my aunt, she really because she's fat or overweight or whatever. She's overweight and she lets my little cousin eat whatever the fuck she wants. Like it's getting like I'm worried for her. Like every day or every 2 days they eat fast food, and my cousin just whenever she wants like pizza or a burger, my aunt will get it for her because I guess she just she's lazy and she doesn't really care about what she eats, and she doesn't really care nearly as much as you should for a child, and it's worrying. I really hate it. When I have a child, I'm gonna make sure to never give that child, unhealthy food. But I'm worried that the child's gonna grow up hating me because, like, I want children, but I don't plan on getting children anytime soon. Like maybe 15, 20 years. And when I have my first child, I'm gonna do things differently. Like I'm not gonna get him a smartphone for a long time. I'm not gonna get him too much fast food, if at all. I'm gonna try to get my child into eating vegetables. And I'm worried I'm gonna end up trying to force my child to eat too healthy, and it's gonna resent me and then revolt by eating too much junk food when I'm not around. So just being an adult fucking sucks, and I'm not looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I can't wait to have a child that looks just like me, so I try not to ruin it. You know, give it a better life than I had. I don't know. I hope my children don't have a bad taste in music. Like fuck, if I have to, if I have children that have a shitty taste in music, I think I'm just gonna put them up for adoption. Like honestly, I don't want to listen to like I don't know what's a bad band, because like I don't really listen to them, and I don't want to say something really generic like Justin Bieber, because everybody knows Justin Bieber makes bad music, but he still makes I don't know, he still has an audience. I don't know. I've just never found a person who is into but Justin Bieber. Like I mean, like they're like, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck genuinely likes Justin Bieber. Like I tried listening to that one song, "Yummy," and it's so bland and repetitive that I just don't like it at all. I don't know. And like I remember a while ago, people would always say that they couldn't. No, it's just I wonder. There's always those artists that are so big, and you wonder who the fuck listens to like them. Like some of the people that come up to mind when I think of an artist like that is Pitbull. Like I've only met one Pitbull fan, and that was my aunt. And I guess, and how many like listeners does he have? Pitbull has 23 million monthly listeners, and I only know one of them. What the fuck? Like who is his main audience? That's a thing. Like I don't even know if he's still making music or not. Like when's the last? Let me stop this. I don't. I'm assuming the only people listening to Pitbull on the often are just middle-aged moms. Because my aunt, she's a middle-aged mom, and she was always into Pitbull. Like since for 10 or so years now, she's been listening to people like Pitbull all the fucking time. Like she would drop me off at school, and it was nothing but Pitbull, and it started getting annoying to me. And now the weird thing is, like every so often, I'll just get bored and I want to listen to like a Pitbull song for no reason. Maybe that's how he gets listeners. Maybe it's not any like average listener, but it's just people like me who just every so often just get one of his songs stuck in his head, like Timber. Like, like come on, Timber is a fucking good song. Like, I don't want to sing it because I'm terrible at singing, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's how he gets so many monthly listeners. I don't know. I'm not a Pitbull fan, but I enjoy some of his music. I don't know. One of the artists that I actually do enjoy, even though a lot of people probably won't like it, is I actually like listening to Katy Perry. Like, I don't know. Like not like her newer music. I haven't really given her newer music a chance because it's just not that great. But her older music's a fucking bop. Her and what's her name? I think it's Kesha, that the girl who made TikTok, not TikTok, the song TikTok. TikTok, the app, is a fucking mess, and I'm glad it's getting banned. I'll go more into that later, but right now let's talk about Kesha for a little bit because Kesha is fucking great. At least her first like two albums, because they're all fucking bobs. They're so great. Like every so often, I'll just put on like a Kesha song, and I'll just be fucking bopping. And if anybody ever asks me what I'm listening to, I'm never gonna say I'm listening to Kesha because it's fucking Kesha. It's my guilty pleasure. I don't care. And one day maybe I'll let people. Oh, maybe I'm letting people know that I like Kesha through this. Yeah, this is my formal announcement to the world that I love Kesha. That's like announcing you're, I don't know, pro pedophiles, which I'm fucking not. I am not pro pedophiles, and I don't understand how people are trying to justify pedophilia because it's weird. It's just like if I have a pedophile friend, I'll probably like not. No, I'm not gonna say that because I probably won't talk to them nearly as much or try to distance myself as much as possible and not invite them to anything like a Chuck E. Cheese or anything because pedophiles, you can't trust them. You know, they're just there's something mentally wrong with them. Like the older you get, you get attracted to people that your same age or people older than you, but you shouldn't be attracted to people younger than you, and it's so weird. And I don't like it how people are trying to justify it and how it's just like whatever. Just fucking whatever, man. Just please don't be a pedophile. If you're listening to this and you're a pedophile, just stop. It's not that hard. Just just jerk off to older porn, okay? Start off with gilfs and then work your way down to the point where you're at people who are your age. And if you are currently a gilf, just stop jerking off. You shouldn't be horny if you're like 80 years old, okay? You're gonna die soon. Might as well spend your time doing anything else. I mean, you had 80 years of time to jerk off and fuck people. And I hope you didn't fuck any children. Speaking of fucking children, Epstein. Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. So today I'm recording this on August 3rd, I think. Yeah, it's August 3rd, and today it was released that there were some. No, they released the flight log of the Epstein pedophile island, and I haven't actually. Let me look at it really quick. No. So I just found out that there are pictures of Stephen Hawking with Epstein, and I'm not gonna. No, it's Epstein on. No, it's Stephen Hawking on his pedo island. It's like, why would Hawking go? Like, it's not like he has a working dick. Does he have a working dick? What if Hawking has like a massive dick that he just can't use because his body's just fucked? Maybe his dick does work. I don't know. He just he has like a little tube that he blows and his dick just pops up like a little balloon. Maybe he does. You don't know. He was a smart guy. He could have invented that, like that one elephant game, where it's just like an elephant and you put like fake butterflies in it and you turn it on and the elephant trunk blows up and it starts puffing like fake butterflies on it. Maybe that's how what's his name? Hawking's dick is like, he stocks up on jizz and sticks it in there and blows it. Oh my god, this is disgusting. This is actually disgusting. But yeah, Hawking was found on the pedophile island and it's just a picture, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that it's not actually on his island, and I don't want to look into it right now because I'm in the middle of recording a podcast and I just want to get an hour or so done right away. But yeah, that's odd, the whole pedophile thing. And with what's his name, Elon Musk too. I've been noticing on Twitter that a lot of people, like, whenever Elon Musk tweets something, people would respond with this picture of Elon Musk and what's his name, Jeffrey Epstein together. And I don't get the fucking hate with Elon Musk. Like, no, and it's just like I understand that that picture is very suspicious, but just because he took a picture with a guy doesn't mean he was fucking children. I'm talking about Elon. Epstein definitely fucked children. But yeah, it's just like it's not like Elon fucked children just because he took a picture with Epstein's. I mean, the Epsteins were a very rich and very famous. No, just Epstein, yeah, it was a very famous person. Of course, he would go to like these parties and just take with as many pictures as possible with people. Just like it's stupid. Just everybody. I don't know. Just it feels like Elon Musk has become very no, divided. People either hate him or you adore him, and I'm just kind of in the middle where I neither hate him or love him. He's just kind of Elon, and I try not to give a fuck about anybody else on Twitter, any like the YouTube drama at all. Like the whole H3H and the what's his name Keemstar drama that went on not that long ago. For those of you who don't follow YouTube drama like a month ago, I'm not gonna go that in depth in it because I didn't spend any time looking into it at all at the time. But basically, some YouTuber Ethan H3H3 and Drama Alert Keemstar, they just kind of went into the whole feud, and it seemed like everybody, at least on my Twitter feed, wouldn't shut the fuck up about it, and it got me so mad because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a single fuck about not Epstein of his name Keemstar and H3H3. I don't know, it's kind of sad how so many people just kind of care way too much about internet drama. Like you'd think they'd spend their time doing anything else, but no. People just they like it when their favorite YouTube not favorite. Nobody fucking likes Keemstar, but they love it when Keemstar gets in drama with some stupid shit. No. It's just stupid. I hated every minute of it, and I'm glad that it's fucking over. And it's kind of sad how Ethan's channel is just nowhere near as good as what it used to be. Like I used to when I was younger in I think 6th or 7th grade, I would watch H3H3 a lot. He was really my introduction to just YouTube right after Filthy Frank, which is yeah, that's a weird time, but I missed Filthy Frank too. But Ethan, yeah, I would watch his videos a lot to the point where I would binge his videos as often as I possibly could. I watched a lot of his like main content and then the vlogs in particular. I really loved because I just I really liked Ethan at the time. You know, he seemed like a really nice guy. I'm not gonna say he's a nice guy because I don't know him personally, and you can't really judge somebody how you can't really judge how somebody is based off of a few YouTube videos or a few comments. People usually try to put up this mask of how they are on the internet, and you never really know how the person is until you actually meet them in person. But yeah, Ethan seemed like a great guy. I really loved his content, and then after a while, he just stopped making nearly as much videos. So I just stopped listening to him or stopped watching him. And now it's just like I'm glad his podcast is really big, and his wife's clothing company is really huge, like really fucking huge. Like recently, not recently, a few months ago, they bought a house for $2 million, and it was so fucking surreal seeing them go from being like practically homeless in Islam, I think, to owning like $1 million house. Like I'm proud of them. Fuck yeah. But I wish you would stop with the fucking drama. Fuck. Yeah, but either way, he's doing well. I wish him well. And why am I speaking about him as if we used to date? That's fucking weird. But whatever. What was I talking about before this? Oh yeah, the Elon Musk thing. Oh no, the Elon Musk is really drama. Really, I was just talking about drama. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed recently, but there was a whole drama going on with Joe Rogan and video games, and I'm just gonna put my opinion out there and saying that why the fuck do so many people care about what Joe Rogan has to say about video games? The dude he's a podcaster. He smokes most of the time. His opinion should not be taken so seriously. It's a fucking video game. The dude only plays Quake, and it's just like, and if you don't know, Joe Rogan like a week ago said that he thinks video games are a waste of time, and then the internet just not really hated him, but the internet just kind of pounced on him, on his opinion and saying, "Oh, video games aren't a waste of time. Oh, Joe Rogan, shut the fuck up. You're so fucking stupid." And then Joe Rogan, what's his name? He compared it to he compared just wasting your time playing video games when you could, or he said you could be, instead of playing video games, you could be spending your time doing something useful, and instead be I don't know, getting good at jujitsu. It's like I feel like the people getting mad at what he had to say were people who weren't really fans of him. Like, I don't know, fans take his shit too hard. Like, I'm a fan of Joe Rogan, but it's not like I take everything he says to heart, and I don't even listen to most of his episodes because I only really listen to what's called the ones the ones where he has his comedian friends. Those are the best ones in my opinion. Every so often, yeah, I'll listen to one of with a smart person that I'm interested in. Like there was this one with where he had a the sleep scientist where they talked about sleep. That one was very good. But yeah, I fucking hate how so many fucking people wanted to talk about just just talked about it. That the video game, his opinion on video games. It's stupid. And now I'm gonna talk about it. No, not at all. I just drama is fucking stupid, especially on the internet because there's no point to it. And there's no point to social media in general, which is why I just kind of I'm not using it nearly as much. I only really use Twitter now to just look at the daily news things, and then I try to get like a terrible tweet every day out. But other than that, I try not to spend too much time on Twitter because it's fucking addicting. Social media is addicting. But one of the the TikTok is the most addicting of them all. Like, I'm actually glad TikTok is getting banned. Very, very glad. If you don't know, good. If I don't know, if you don't know what's going on with TikTok, the Donald Trump is thinking of banning it. Like on the one hand, I'm like, yeah, fucking ban it. But on the other hand, all the big TikTokers are just going to move to another platform, and they're just going to infect everything else. Like with Tumblr, remember? Well, before Tumblr, the internet seemed to come off as more. I'm not gonna say wholesome, but it was more sane. And then when Tumblr like kind of disbanded and they didn't allow any real porn or any of the weird fetishes or those small fetish sites kind of on the app, that everybody just kind of went to Twitter, and now Twitter is even more fucked up than it was now. There are just sub communities everywhere, like of people defending bestiality, of people defending pedophilia, just people are just stupid, which is one. Yeah, it comes back. I hate people. I just hate people's opinions, and I don't think we should listen to anybody outside of our close friend group. It's just like it's fucking stupid. I hate. I don't hate Twitter. It's more like I hate people on Twitter, and I genuinely think that humanity should die. Like I'm definitely rooting for the end of humanity. Like I don't know if I mentioned it, but humanity deserves the death. We deserve the death. Okay, the death. Like we haven't done anything substantial for a long time. I feel like the last big thing we really did was the invention of fire. Like that was cool, but now we're just kind of fucked. Now we're making this world a worse place with pedophiles and shit. I wonder if Epstein, like on his pedophile island, he had like merch. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure he's a businessman. I don't even know who Epstein really is, other than the fact that he fucked kids. But did Epstein have like merch, like little shirts? Like whenever you fucked a kid, you could like buy a T-shirt of the kid, or like on a shirt. Maybe Epstein started Wayfair, because I know if Epstein was still alive today and if he was free, he would 100% buy children from the Wayfair app. I wonder what happened to Wayfair. Like, I only kind of kept up with it for a bit. Wow, I'm gonna be a terrible podcast host. I need to start researching more and looking more into these sort of things. But it's my first fucking episode. It's gonna be terrible as fuck, and I don't expect this to be watched by any or listened to by anybody. And I don't expect this to be very good at all. But I like this. This is kind of fun. I want to keep doing it for a bit longer. What else happened? Oh yeah. So if you don't know, Michelle Obama has this she has this podcast with Barack Obama, or she has this podcast on her own, and she just happened to have Barack Obama on the podcast. And on it, I forget exactly what they talked about, but they talked about how the younger generation just kind of shouldn't be voting because of how stupid we are. She didn't say that verbatim, but she said something. She said that along the lines of, oh, sorry about that. She said that along the lines of how we know more about what's on our cereal boxes than what we know about how the government works. And on the one hand, she's fucking right, because most of, at least my peers, don't really know how voting works. And I'm saying all of them. I definitely have a lot of friends who are very educationally involved, or how are very involved in the voting process and improving the government. There are a lot of people that, in my friends, our friend group, who don't really invest a lot of time in voting or educating themselves. But I mean, I don't. That's not really our fault at all. I mean, the education system in America is fucking shit. Like, come on, we don't really learn anything. The system is based around getting work done. They don't really care if you learn anything from it, as long as you turn in work. That's really sad. And I don't know. On her fucking podcast, though, she talks as if she was the president of the United States, and then Brock is just kind of there, and you can tell, you can just tell he doesn't give a single fuck. Like he talks in a very monotone voice, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Michelle, fucking do whatever. I don't care." He might have been stoned for all I know, but you could tell the 8 years he was in the presidency that he just it just drained him. The man, it fucked him up. All the bombing all of those children really did it hit a toll on him. That was weird though. How over the course of the last couple of years, people went from idolizing Obama to realizing that he's just another war criminal. I mean, every president really is. I don't really understand why people idolize presidents. Like, they're human. They have one of the weirdest jobs on the planet. No person should have all of that power to run just like a country. And they have to make weird decisions. So it's like, every so often you have to bomb a kid. Just how it is. It would have been nice if Obama didn't bomb nearly as many, but sometimes you gotta kill a kid. It just shit happens. Casualties. He did. I don't even know. I shouldn't be talking about it, but I was gonna say that I don't even know if he actually made a dent in the whole Iran war. I don't know at all. Just I'm funny enough, I'm not politically literate. I'm gonna definitely start learning more so I can actually be a useful citizen. But I don't know much about what Obama did. I was like fucking 10 when he was a president, and now I kind of have to because I'm an adult now technically. Speaking of, I don't know. It's hard. No, it's just weird being a whole president because of no. It's so hard being trying to be politically literate because of how politicized everything has become. Like I said, Americans fucking suck. I don't know. I bring it back to the whole mask thing. How people just kind of politicize everything. It's just, you think just wear the mask. It isn't that hard. No, it just 2016 what's called election really ruined a lot of things and it made America just a lot more politicized in every little fucking thing. Like, there are countries around the world who are diminishing COVID cases, and here we are in America still going higher and higher, and there's still people who don't even think it's real. I just hate people. I really hate people. Wow, fuck people. You know, I just really hate people, man. I hate this whole COVID thing, and I'm pretty sure everybody hates the whole COVID thing that's been going on. It's so fucking boring. Like, every day kind of feels the same, especially if you start forcing yourself to do the same tasks every day. Like, yeah, working on yourself is definitely good and beneficial, but after a while, if you keep doing the same things every day just kind of turns into a blur, and it gets hard. It gets hard motivating yourself to do shit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about what I did recently. I mean, like last week, I didn't do fuck all for the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks or so, I spent all of my time playing Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, and those are two games that I was really, really looking forward to playing for the longest time, like to the point where every so often I would just have like this craving to play Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey, and then I finally played them, and I was like, oh, that's fun, and then I realized, oh fuck, now I don't know what else to do, so I don't know. Playing video games, I don't really find nearly as much fun as I used to, like before. Like, fuck. When I was younger, I used to play video games a lot. Like, it was the only thing I did during my free time. And now as I've gotten older, I start to realize, oh, it's fucking it's not like it's useless in the same sense that Joe Rogan said it's a waste of time. Like, playing video games is good for you if you know how to do it in moderation. That can be said for anything really. You know, video games are meant to be a sort of escape from just your everyday life. But the problem with me was that I played it too fucking often. Like, it was all I did in my free time, and fuck. I played too much of it, and I'm glad that I'm no longer nearly addicted as I was before. But fuck, now I'm addicted to social media. Ah, shit. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not nowhere near as addicted as to social media as I was, but I am addicted to some sense, and I'm trying to stray away from it because I don't want to waste my time, on social media all the fucking time. I want to do shit with my life, which is one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this podcast. I just kind of I'm not a good person to talk to. No, no, no. It's not like that. It's like I've always been just kind of shy around people, and I just want to start this podcast so I can get more experience talking to people or just going on rants and just being able to talk to people. Of course, I'm gonna start talking to people like on calls too and everything, and I'm thinking of even inviting some friends on. So whatever. I don't know if you're listening to this and you don't really know me personally and you have like a topic or a question you want to ask me like at all, I'll answer it. I don't give a fuck. Ask me anything. I really don't give a fuck. Unless it's something weird. If it's something weird, like what? I don't know. I don't know what's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Ask me a question. I don't give a fuck. Well, TikTok is coming back. Or not? No, that's stupid. No. Mindy. Hello. Sorry, that's my cat. Microsoft is thinking of buying TikTok. And that worries me. Because I don't want. No, I mean, on the one hand, it's a good thing because it keeps the TikTokers at bay. But on the other hand, that means TikTok is still alive. What? Yeah. I live with Mexicans. If you heard that, it's kind of yeah. I think I might stop it here. I don't know. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I really don't know. Well, I mean, I thought my grandma died not that long ago. It was a weird thing because I love my grandma. I love her very, very much. But I just I worry. Every so often I just hear her sleeping and I worry that oh fuck she's dead. Every so often I just walk out of my room and I see her napping on the couch and I'm like, is she dead or should I just not worry about it? Because like she's an old lady. They sleep often. And I just get worried that if she's dead or not. And it's like I don't know if I call somebody or if not, or if we're gonna like bury grandma. Because I don't want to bury my grandma. That's just I'm pretty sure nobody wants to bury their grandma unless you hate your grandma. Because me, I have decent relationships with my family. Like we're not close, but I don't hate them. Not I don't hate my family at all. Even though I'm pretty sure they think I hate them because I don't really talk to them. But it's like, nah, I just don't like talking to family. It's just that simple. I just checked Twitter, and if you want to follow me, the Twitter is the Miguel. That just the Migle. But yeah, I was just checking my Twitter, and I tweeted a genuine question. You all know any good shows, podcasts, or books in Spanish? And this fucking bot just started recommending it to me. It's like it just reminded me of the time not that long ago when I tweeted out if anybody could recommend any good music to me. And then a bunch of what's called SoundCloud rappers just started putting in the comments below, just recommending their own music, and I was like, no, please stop! I don't fucking want to listen to your shitty SoundCloud rap. Like there are definitely SoundCloud artists who just put SoundCloud or who put music on their SoundCloud and they make good shit. It's just that it's hard. It's genuinely hard to find good music nowadays, especially on SoundCloud. Especially when every kid just tries to become a rapper. I don't know. Like I have this one acquaintance who a while ago, if I remember correctly, amongst my friend group, everybody hates this guy. Nobody likes him except it's just one friend, but for the most part, nobody really likes him. And a while ago, he, he was trying to make rap, and his music sounded too much like XXX Tentacion. Like it was so blatantly obvious that it was ripping him off that it wasn't even funny. And I know a while ago, he like a year or so ago, he had a what's called before the whole COVID thing. He had a concert, and I don't even know if anybody showed up to it because his music just isn't that great, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody likes his music. I don't know. I don't even know how he's doing because we never talked at all. Just I never really liked XXX's music that much, except that falling down song with little. I think it was Little Peep. Oh, Little Peep died. Fuck, that's right. Yeah, no, I was never into Little Peep much at all. XXX, Little Peep, I don't really listen to that kind of rap. I don't know. Yeah, they had a few good songs. That's pretty neat, but it's just not my type of music. That's all it really is. Hate me or don't, I don't really give a fuck. It's my music. I don't really care what type of music you listen to, but it's whatever. Except my one friend that I've been waiting for her to recommend me new music, but she still hasn't, like at all. She even posted on Instagram that because like a while ago, because I listened to a lot of indie music. Oh, fucking hate me, whatever. I like indie music, fucking whatever. But yeah, but like a while ago, there was this document stating like came out stating that a lot of indie artists, yeah, there were. If you hear that, if you hear anything, I'm sorry. Actually, there was a document not that long ago that came out stating a bunch of indie artists, and there was it came out with them that they fucked that they did a lot of shit, like a lot of bad shit, like rape type of shit, and it's a whole document of artists and what terrible things they did. And my friend was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop listening to these artists. And she found a bunch of new indie artists, and I'm like, yo, hook me up in her comments. But then she never did. I don't know why, but okay. I could probably ask her, but I can just look under Spotify or whatever. Either way, I'm gonna stop this. I think they're getting too loud. I hate this. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna try to keep this as I'm gonna try to make a new episode next week. If you liked it, I don't know why you would, but I guess you liked it. Subscribe, leave a like, whatever. You do shit. Bye.